second video of Kinks and Games and Sodas. I am Maxwell. This is my father, Eric. And he is the owner of King Drug.
And we want to thank everybody who watched our last video, and we got a really good response. It was a lot of fun to make, and we hope that this one will be even more enjoyable.
Okay. Before we get started with the drink and game, we want to give something that we think is literally amazing, and we don't see why most people are just not getting into this. No, we were not sponsored by the Transformers company to do this. So, anyone who's a Transformer geek knows that there's a card game out.
We are Transformers geeks, both of us.
100%.
Yeah, G1.
So, they are kind of like, if you know what Yu-Gi-Oh! Or any collectible card game is, they have different rarity. Here we have two of the rare things. So if anyone who Starscream is, I think if you watch the movie you at least know the name Starscream. This is Starscream. He is amazing, and he just looks at very shiny. Very shiny.
Yeah, so we're really loving that. Max and I, when we were doing Wave 1 of the Transformers collectible card game, we didn't manage to get a single super rare. And then yesterday, so we got Starscream, a few months ago. And then yesterday I got some more packs, and we opened it up and we got a triple changer. So we have Springer. So
want to know what a triple changer is? It's kind of like a thing that turns into a guy, then a car, then like a helicopter. He turns sometimes a plane. So right now this guy turns into a helicopter. Well, they just look amazing. Like, I just feel like more people should be looking at this.
Yep. So we'll probably feature the Transformers card game on a later video, but in all honesty, yesterday when we opened it up and we found Springer, we kind of geeked out, and so we just thought we'd share that a little bit with you tonight.
Now let's get on to our pop. Today's pop is the Figo Original Root Beer. I've had many root beers. I'm kind of like a root beer connoisseur, but this is this is a different one I've not actually had before. Let's try it.
Here we go.
I'm excited.
I love new root beers, but only if they're good.
Definitely. I hope this is not an average root beer. I hope it's savage.
Savage.
Okay, let's try this puppy out.
There we are.
I like that.
It's got some kick to it. It's got some strength.
Yes.
In the taste.
Not too strong. It's like, I call them like a man's root beer. With a nice strong taste to it. This one's like pretty good.
Yeah, I really like this. This is a delicious root beer.
What do you rate it?
Well, if I'm using Sprecker's root beer as my gold standard of 10 out of 10, then I would probably rate this one 7.5 compared to Sprecker's. It's good. It's got a lot of kick. It's delicious. Sprecker's is just definitely a step above.
I'm going to rate this out compared to A&W. I'm going to say that's like, this is good compared to A&W beer. Again, I would say like 8. Yeah, about 8, maybe 6. 8.
8.
But this is a very, very good. So next time you see something with this bottle on it, or if you come down to King Drug, you could try this too. Okay.
Yep, we love Faygo, so that was a nice root beer.
Let's introduce our game. Okay, this game includes a card game for people who are into kittens, and explosions, and laser beams, and sometimes goats. I'm hyped. Let's play.
Okay. So, with Exploding Kittens, when you're setting up, you want to separate the Exploding Kittens and the Defuse cards from your deck. And so, normally, because there's 2 of us, we would only have 1 Exploding Kitten in our deck. Just to make things go a little faster tonight, we're going to actually put in 2. So then, Max and I then both get 1 Diffuse card. and then we get 4 additional cards. And then we're
So
going to
good.
take these diffuse cards. I know, I might have to actually change my rating upward the more I drink the Faygo.
I know. It's
And then you just shuffle the rest of the diffuse cards into your deck.
you know,
Oh, I forgot to shuffle in the exploding kittens. Well, that's going to make things a little trickier. We'll do a little more.
I like cats. Matt is. Kittens, those are the best. They're just tiny and cute. Big cats that are mean and grumpy, sometimes.
There's a running joke in my house that I'm scared of cats, and that's not the case. I just don't.
You just hate them.
I just don't particularly enjoy their company. So.
Basically, the joke is he wants to find a way to quietly disable the cat.
Before we get going on the game, I just want to explain really quick how to play Exploding Kittens. The goal of Exploding Kittens is to not get blown up by one of the Exploding Kitten cards. The only way to not get blown up is by using the diffuse card. If you do not have a diffuse card in your hand, then the kitten will explode and you are out of the game. There are a number of different card types in the game, and the different cards are designed to either help you avoid drawing an exploding kitten and help you hopefully get one of your opponent's diffuse cards so that you can remove their defense against the exploding kittens. The other thing that is different about Exploding Kittens from regular card games or routine card games is the fact that drawing the card ends the turn. So you can play as many cards in whatever combination as you want, but once you draw a card, you have completed your turn, unless that card is an Exploding Kitten, and then at that point you have to defuse the cat or die. So the different types of cards, we have action cards like these ones right here. So in these cases, we have a card that allows us to shuffle our deck, or another one that allows us to see the top 3 cards. And those can be played in order to perform some action. We also have character cards, and so the character cards, when you get a pair, so for example, if I had 2 of the hairy potato cats, I could actually put down those 2 hairy potato cats, and then I can draw a random card from my opponent's hand, again, hoping to get his diffuse card. The skip card allows you to end your turn without having to draw a card. There's a nope card, and so the nope card essentially allows you to stop any action by another player, whether it's an attack card, whether it's playing one of the 2 of the character cards, or whether it's doing any of these actions, or even a skip. You can lay down a nope card, and that's going to keep your opponent from being able to do their action. The downside, though, is nope cards are stackable, so your opponent can play another nope card to cancel your nope card, and essentially it really depends on who the last nope falls. Then we have diffuse cards. So there's 5 of these in the deck. Everybody gets 1. Each player gets 1. And then if you have less than 5 players, the remaining diffuse cards will be shuffled into the deck, and they can be. Then we have exploding kitten cards. The exploding kitten cards are, you're going to put in 1 less exploding kitten card than the number of players that you have. And then you shuffle those into the deck. So here's an example of a starting hand. So I've got 2 attack cards. I've got a skip card. I've got a favor, which is an action card. And then I have my 1 diffuse card so I can get started. So in the event that you do draw an exploding kitten and you are able to successfully diffuse your exploding kitten, then at that point, the person who diffused the exploding kitten will place it back into the deck wherever they want, and the remaining players will not know where the cat got placed. So it can be placed on the top or on the bottom or somewhere in the middle, depending on what the goal is.
I'll go first because I'm old.
And at the start of this game, you always draw a card as your last thing you do.
So I'm drawing a card, and my turn is now over.
So you can also play whatever you want and as many times as you want, as long as not diffusing.
Okay, so I'm going to lay down a double of the bearded cat, which means I get to take any one of Max's cards that I want. So that's what I got there. And I'm going to draw.
Okay. Look what we got here. This game can go either really fast or really slow. So I just played a favor where he has to give me one of the cards. Doesn't matter, I don't have to choose them, but he just has to give me a card. And okay, I'm gonna draw a card. And my turn.
Okay, I'm gonna draw another card. And my turn.
I feel most of the game is just taking turns drawing until finally one of the people actually decide to actually grab or do something. One. Very slow today.
Well, it won't stay that way. So I'm going to see the future and look at the next 3 cards. Okay. And now that I've had a chance to see them, I'm going to take the top card.
Okay.
I'm going to do a favor. Max can give me a card of his choice. And then I also have a taco cat, so I'm going to play both of those. And he's going to use a nope and cancel me.
So a nope, in other words, cancels anything except for diffuse.
Okay, so I'll just draw to end my turn now.
I'm just gonna... Sweet.
Okay, I'm going to skip my turn. Have Max draw again.
And I'm gonna unleash the attack bear to make Dad play 2 turns.
And nope.
And I'm gonna make that a yep.
Dang it.
So 2 nopes or 2 negatives make a positive.
In this game, 2 no's make a yes. Okay, that's the end of the first turn, so I have one more. But before I take my second turn, I'm going to take one of Max's cards. And then I am going to see the future again.
Seeing the future is actually really important in this game because you don't want to pick up a exploding kitten.
And I drew and I'm done.
Since he just took one of my cards, I'm going to be kind of a jerk and make him play another 2 turns.
See, here's the funny thing. Because I saw the future, I actually know what the next 2 cards are. So I'm going to take them and my 2 turns are done.
Okay.
Now it's Max's turn again.
Sweet. Dang it! I just got an exploding kitten. With that, you take a fuse, grab the exploding kitten, you put down the fuse, and you shuffle the kitten back.
So he gets to decide where the cat goes. So I don't look. So he can put it on the top or the bottom or anywhere in between. I'm going to have a little more of this delicious, delicious Faygo. I actually think I'm going to bump this up to an 8.5. This is really good.
It's still staying at my 8, but still really good.
Okay, so I'm going to see the future to see if Maxwell decided to be a punk. Ooh, look at what we have here. We have an exploding kitten on the top. Well, that kind of sucks. So now I'm going to play a shuffle.
Fascinating. Be very anticlimactic if you just seem to pick up a cat and be like, well.
I expected you to be more dramatic when you picked up the exploding kitten.
I'll be more dramatic when I die.
Fair enough.
You still gotta pick up.
I know. Gonna play a hairy potato cat and take one of Max's cards. And then I am gonna draw. I'm now gonna ask a favor. Max has to give me a card of his choice.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm gonna play the Catermelons now and take another one of his. And I'm gonna play the Beard Cats now and take another one of his and play the Rainbow Ralphing Cat now. So the idea here is I'm trying to get any of his diffuse cards that I can. And now I'm going to use a skip and not draw.
Nice.
So somewhere in here there's 2 exploding kittens, and the chances of drawing them are getting higher and higher. Gonna see the future. Like what I see.
To make Dad see the future, I'm going to play a shuffle so that he does not know what's coming up next. And hopefully that makes it so that he will fail. Wow, we're very going low on cards.
We are.
One thing that I find interesting is in the app, there is a lot less cards, so the game goes by super fast. And
Okay, I'm gonna attack Max and have him take 2 turns.
okay, 1, 2.
Dang. Ooh, they're in here. I'm gonna do a favor. Max can give me a card of his choice.
See, the future's been activated. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna skip.
Okay.
Ooh, I don't think Max likes what he saw in the future, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to shuffle when there's only like 5 cards left.
I know. There we go.
So I got an exploding kitten.
Diffuse.
Confused. Max, I'm gonna put this somewhere.
Fascinating.
Yes. Isn't it though?
Some rainbow raffling cats. Per snatch. Thank you. And I'm gonna play some heavy potato cats. Per snatch. And for the sake of, because I'm feeling very nervous, I'm just gonna pick the top 3 cards and bring them to the bottom. And I'm just gonna swipe a card and be done.
Okay then. There's only like 3 cards left and 2 of them are exploding kittens. Go ahead, son. Draw.
Diffused.
Now it becomes a matter of who has more diffusing cards. So I believe there's 5. So if you're playing with 5 people, everyone only gets 1 diffuse card. And there would be 4 exploding kittens in the deck. So when you're playing this as a 5-person game, it definitely goes a whole lot faster. Okay, I'm gonna attack and force end my turn without. Oh, nope. Fine. Okay, I'm good.
I exploded.
I have 3 diffuses. So, Exploding Kittens it's quick, it's easy, it's fun to play. Max sulks when he loses, and yeah, it actually is fun. There is an expansion, Imploding Kittens, which I haven't played yet, but I don't know, I'm sure it's fun too. But I really like Exploding Kittens. It's a nice, easy, fun game.
Fascinating.
Yeah. Okay. So that is all for us tonight. If you haven't checked out our first video yet, then check out our first video. Subscribe, And follow us for future videos, and hopefully we'll do some unboxing of some new games as they come in. As well, if you are in Hinton, if you're driving to Jasper, if you're going along Highway 16 in Canada, stop by King Drug in Hinton. Check us out, and
next week we'll have mini donuts.
Yes, we'll have mini donuts
And tea.
Yeah.
Tea is good. Please drink tea. We also have floats. Floats are also good.